Have you ever been in a moment where your life just doesn't make sense? You prayed, but nothing changed. You believed, but the door stayed closed. You trusted God, but you're still confused about what He's doing. Nobody really talks about that part. We love saying, I sought the Lord and He heard me. But what about the space in between? The silence, the waiting, the uncertainty? What do you do when you're seeking God, but you don't have clear answers? When you don't know the next 5 steps, or even the next one? Because here's the truth, faith is not always clear. Faith is not always comfortable. And sometimes faith is messy. Sometimes seeking God looks like crying at night and still showing up in the morning. Sometimes it looks like being afraid but refusing to quit. Sometimes it looks like doing the right thing when nothing around you feels right. So today, we're not talking about perfect faith. We're not talking about having it all figured out. We're talking about something real, something raw, something powerful. We're talking about what to do when you don't know what God is doing, you just do the next best thing. Seeking the Lord does not always mean you will know exactly what God is doing at every moment. David once said, "The best thing I can do is escape to the land of the Philistines." The Philistines were enemies of Israel. David did not fully understand God's plan at that time. He only knew one thing: he needed to move forward and leave danger behind. Sometimes seeking God feels like that. You pray, but you do not see the full picture. You do not know what will happen next. You cannot understand the whole plan. So what should you do? Do the next best thing. That is the message. David wanted to become king of Israel, but the timing was not ready yet. God's promise was still unfolding. In the same way, there may be things you want right now, but they are not ready yet. Maybe the relationship meant for you has not started yet. The job meant for you has not opened yet. The healing you want has not happened yet. The financial breakthrough has not come yet. When life is unclear, do not give up. Do the next best thing. You do not need to know the next 50 steps. That is God's job. Your job is only to take the next step. Sometimes we try to control everything, but God says, stop trying to be me. So ask yourself, what is the next good thing I can do today? Should I complain or should I trust God? Should I quit or should I keep moving forward? David said he had terrible fears. He felt horror, loneliness, and pain. Yet he still sought God. This means faith is not always beautiful or easy. Sometimes faith looks messy. Sometimes you cry while trusting God. Sometimes you pray while feeling afraid. Sometimes you keep going while feeling weak. Sometimes your mind is full of fear, but you still choose God. That is real faith. Even when the devil says you will never change, keep going. Even when family history says failure will continue, keep trusting God. Even when life looks unfair, keep taking the next step. Faith does not show you the whole staircase. It only shows you enough light for the next step. The Bible says that if you humble yourself under God's hand, in the right time He will lift you up. So keep trusting Him. Even if your trust looks messy, even if you are tired, even if you cry at night, even if you feel weak, keep going. Ugly trust is still trust. And if you keep trusting God, He will lift you in His time.